Yeah, oh, it's rolling. Welcome everyone to episode 8 of Toy Talk. And the people that do follow it might notice that I'm a bit toned down. I will be a bit toned down today. Not as jumpy and happy go lucky as before, which is fine, which is totally fine. This probably won't be a long episode either because of the topic. It's just an update on my No Toys Till Toyzone challenge, where I kind of made a deal with myself not to buy anything online for a couple weeks until the Toy Zone at the end of the month, at the end of May, I think 31st of May. Just to reset and rekindle, reconnect with the hobby. That failed. So, thank you. No, it failed. And normally a failure would be like, oh, I feel bad about it. And I really do not feel bad about it. I feel great about it because I got something very nice. And I also learned a lot in my weeks of plastic celibacy. So yeah, what happened is I went to Eric's Collectibles last week, and you don't go to a toy store like that not to buy stuff. Eric had some stuff in one of his videos online, and he was very casual about it. Like, oh yeah, I got this too, which is really cool. And I was like, sure, that was Dutch. So I've never seen these before. I like for sale. I've seen them at collectors, but I've never seen them for sale before. So I had to go there, and even with the lot being a bit mismatched, I still went out and I said, okay, I gotta get it. And I got it because if I hadn't gotten it, I know I would have regretted it. I mean, I would have probably completed the challenge because I didn't buy anything else. I wouldn't have bought anything else. And I still didn't buy anything else except for what I bought at Eric's. But it's one of those opportunities that if you don't do it, you will regret it. And that was it. So I bought the items. I'll show you in a bit. So it failed, but it also gave me a lot of time to reflect and think on the hobby. And I think I lost connection. I know I don't understand the hobby anymore. The collecting. I don't know what's going on. Um, well, I always got a fair share of mockery and you know, deathly silence whenever people realize that apart from GI Joes and Ghostbusters and Masters of the Universe and Star Wars, the usual suspects, Mask, like you see here. I also collect dolls, like the Barbies and the Gem and the holograms, and whenever you share that, it's just it doesn't connect. And I honestly, I am not into the fish people of Orion or the Zergots of Zilts, which are skeletal warriors with fish bodies, bootlegs, or Smurfs with Robocop parts in G.I. Joe form, bootlegs. I don't get it. I mean, I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, collector groups. I'm in one of these WhatsApp groups, European WhatsApp groups, and a lot of stuff that people go crazy, crazy for. There's a lot of pictures passing every day, and every day I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I have no idea what this is. I don't know why this is worth a gazillion. Um, I don't know why you all are like all hyped up and everyone's like going cray cray over it. So that I learned that, okay, Andre, you are seriously starting to disconnect from this. So maybe because I didn't miss buying toys, I didn't miss it at all. I There's a difference between still loving it and missing it. I mean, I love what I have here. I mean, I can genuinely still enjoy this, but I didn't miss buying anything. I, I just didn't. I didn't feel the need. I didn't. I mean, I saw a lot of stuff sold up online that I would normally have jumped on, and I didn't. And I was fine with it. It's come to a point where I am not excited about buying toys anymore. And maybe for now, the entire collecting thing has run its course for me. And I am genuinely, there's 2 toy events coming up in the Toy Zone. And a week later, there's Retro Heaven in Belgium, in Diest, I think. I got tickets for both. I'll be attending both. I have to go to Diest because I bought a boxed AT-AT a couple months ago. I made a deal with someone and he didn't want to ship it because of how big it was. And I said, you know what? I'll be in Belgium in June. I could pick it up. And he was like, okay, where are you? Where are you going to be? I said, well, I'm going to be in Diest. And he's like, that's where I live. I said, well, that's convenient. He said, where are you going to go? I said, well, I'm going to go here and here to a thing called Retro Heaven. I said, I don't know it. Where is it? And I gave the address. And he said, that's like 3 minutes from my house. Literally, you could walk there. So, okay, so I said, okay, you know what? I'll buy a ticket to Retro Heaven, go there, see what it's all about. I need to go to Belgium to pick that thing up. So, you know, we'll just combine it. But as the date approaches for both Toy Zone and Retro Heaven, I once again have that numbing feeling that I am not excited. I am not looking forward to it at all. I have zero expectations. I commented in a podcast of the keep you minty mind, keep you geek mind, something with geeks and mint. The one from Vince and Ezra for Geek Out. Keep it minted, minded geeks, something like that. I don't know, something like that. And I commented that I was not had zero expectations, and Vince said that's the best way to go about it. And I didn't feel like replying anymore because the guys were busy. But I'm like, that's not what I meant. I don't expect anything. I just going to go there and probably look at plastic and go like, okay, I really don't need this stuff anymore. Is it a form of fatigue? Probably. I think Retro Heaven's even worse, where I just don't feel excitement at all because I fear that Retro Heaven, which is being marketed as influencer heavy, you know, there's a lot of YouTube stars. I have my hands in my pocket, otherwise I would go like hyphen. Oh, here I go. Anyway, stars. I am afraid it's going to get very, very cliquey. The YouTubers, the influencers, and then the vendors flocking there, the big deal vendors, and then the guests, the visitors like me won't get a word in between because I don't think we matter that much anymore. You know, it's cliquey. It's the influencers, it's the big deal vendors, and the rest, you know, just buy a ticket and be quiet. That's how it feels to me. So I'm not looking forward to that. I actually was like, oh, maybe I have some questions or join the panel. And I'm like, nah, why? You're just going to get like a dumbass answer anyway. They're going to mock it a little bit. And yeah, maybe it's toy fatigue. I mean, as I've said in Minty Geek podcast that don't you think there's too many? And I think Ed actually thought that I meant that Retro Haven and Toy Zone are just 1 week away. There's like 6 days between the two. That's not what I meant. I think as a country, let's just take the Benelux as a whole, we're too small to have multiple events per year without running the risk of repetition and just it all being the same. And you can say like, I'm looking for different stuff, but it's going to run out. It's going to run out, and I'm running out. I think I'm running out. I think the clickiness and the prices and the repetition contributed to me now being like, I don't think I really need this anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll go all in the Toyzone and come home with like tons of stuff. But I actually cut my budget in half for both of them. I halved it, and I'm still expecting to be on the safe side, which is crazy, really crazy. Because normally I'm like, oh, I need megabucks, and I saved a lot of money in my period of abstinence. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in my savings account, use it for something else. I'm not gonna buy toys with it. So yeah. So this might very well be my last episode, or maybe I'll do a follow-up on after Toyzone and Retro Haven. I don't know yet. I might not, because actually shooting this video, which is only 11 minutes now, is like draining my energy in a way that I'm like, I'm not enjoying. I am enjoying it. That's not true. I'm enjoying this, but I'm kind of, I don't know what to say anymore. So there's that. But yeah, let's go to the funny bits. I failed the challenge. And why did I fail the challenge? Eric from Eric Collectibles, he posts these videos like every other day or something, like new stuff that he has in store, and I always look at it because the guy has some seriously good stuff. I think the store is really high end. Don't go there if you're like, I got $10 to spare, I'll see what I can buy. You won't get anything, because Eric's really got the more high end items in there. He had A-Team stuff that I'd never seen in real life. He had the jet fighter, the boat, the van, the Corvette, all boxed, not the best shape, but still boxed. And I challenge you to find them. He had some very good G.I. Joe stuff. He had like a jetpack jump platform, and which I forgot. I should have taken it home with me. I forgot. So, well, okay. But the reason we went there was because during one of these videos, he showed a lot of 3 dolls. Here we go again. From the Dolly Dots, which is like a Dutch girl band from the 80s, and they had dolls made like anything, like the Spice Girls had their dolls, Britney Spears, etc. They had dolls made, and these dolls are very, very hard to find, especially boxed. And he had 3 of them boxed. And looking at the video, I was like, I think some of them are mixed up. I'm not a Dolly Dots expert. I am enjoying Dolly Dots. I like their music. I like any 80s music, and their music is really, really 80s. So I was like, okay, this needs to be changed. And I think I have 1 complete doll and 2 incomplete dolls in that set. So Eric had a price set. I said, well, I need to see them in real life, because I can't decide based on photos. So a friend of mine, we went there. In the meantime, I traded this with someone, so I didn't fail, but I did trade like a clothing set. And I was like, okay, a trade's fine. I mean, it didn't cost me any money. I just traded it. So this is a Dolly Dots fashion set, which is basically like what Jem has and Barbie has, except you don't see them. I showed this to a collector, and he's like, where the did you get that? I'm like, well, I traded it. And I actually traded it for a couple comics. He said, what? I said, yeah, I think I traded it for about $20 worth of comics. So, yeah, happy. So that came in. And then we went there. I saw them. I mixed and matched. I was like, okay, these are it. But your price, I can't go that high. because they're incomplete. They're in the wrong boxes. 2 of them were in the wrong boxes. They were first release dolls and second release boxes. So, but still, I contacted the guy who was more or less, expert. And he was like, just get him. I'll get him. So I bought them, and this is actually the only one that's like complete. This is Angela Groothuis, I think her name was. And this one's complete in the right box, the right fashions, and everything. This one is complete. So, and I paid a great price for it. I mean, I don't want to. I never name prices. I don't like naming prices. I sometimes do, but I really don't like to. But I talked it down to where I thought, okay, this is barely going to be 2-3 digits if they combine. And Eric said, well, I need a little bit more. So we met in the middle, and I got a good price. And I really enjoy them. They're fun. They're on there, and you never ever see them. So I added 3, only 1 being complete in the right box. The other 2 are the right. One is the right doll in the right box, missing some stuff, and the other one's the wrong doll in the wrong box. But still, it's a set, and it works. So I'll just put it here. So that was what I got, and that's how I lost the challenge, because I bought it. I didn't buy it online. I went to the store and actually picked it up. But I decided, okay, you didn't resist. You did get it, and it was more or less like, I need to get it, because if I don't, I will never ever see these again. And they've been on my list for so long that they actually dropped off the list. You know, like sometimes you get items, it's like, okay, these are just impossible. Just skip it. You don't put them on your wish list anymore, because you'll never find them. And here they were, 3 of them. I mean, I'm still missing 2, 2. But I have 3. So I'm having high hopes that one fine day I'll find Patty and Esther as well, and just complete the set. Since I was there, and you know, I'm a guy. I don't like doing things half-assed. If I'm gonna fail a challenge, I'm gonna fail a challenge big. So I also got me these Fang de Valspoken from the Real Ghostbusters line on card. This is actually a sealed card, not the one. I want to thank the people who actually reached out to me the last video, the Real Ghostbusters video, and actually were like, dude, you got screwed. And I'm like, yeah, I know. With the Peter Venkman that was actually opened, on which I found out on video. I'm probably going to see that seller in 2 weeks at the Toyzone, and I will tell them, like, hey man, that was not cool. But this one is sealed. I actually passed up on these at last year's Toyplosion. I didn't get them. They were there, and I walked a couple around, and I'm like, oh nah. And then we were actually at the car on our way home. And I was like, oh, fudge. I forgot to buy the ghosts. And now Eric had them. Great condition. Carded. And $10 cheaper. So, it all pays out. It all, these are fun things to add to the collection. I mean, let's just face it. It's Real Ghostbusters. Just look at the beautiful art. This is seriously a great piece to add to the collection. So yeah, I got doubles now because I got them loose. So if anyone's interested in buying the set loose, let me know. But we'll make a deal, because I don't really need that much double anymore. I mean, I let go of a lot of doubles. So yeah. So that was it. I failed it. That's how I failed it. I failed because of Dolly Dots and Ghostbusters, and I'm fine with it. So yeah, I don't want to drag it on too much. Most of the people know how I feel about it. I've made it clear that I feel that for me, collecting at this point has run its course, and I need to find a new way to collect. And it's probably going to be detached from social media groups and WhatsApp groups and influencers. I need to find my own way. Why am I doing this? This is just a personal blog, probably, which I invite friends over to see. If you care enough and if you like it, you go ahead and look at it. If you don't, no harm, no foul. So, might be the last episode. There might be a few more. Only time will tell. In the meantime, thank you. Thank you all for, taking the time to listen to all this crap. And we'll see you. We'll be seeing each other. Definitely, we'll be seeing each other.